Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Grip.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
You ready?
Here we go. Trip. You got trip. You got three.
Smoke.
Watch seven. Here we go.
Keep going.
On first down, it's White. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now White throwing on third and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back, green 80! Green 80!
First down, Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chiefs 7, Jets nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. To throw, White. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. A shotgun handoff now to Miller.
I'm pushing forward, man.
Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Draw play. This is Miller. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's White. And now look at him go. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. No gain on this defense. No gain.
On second down now, it's Miller. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
46-yard line. 18 Gator. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
A first down carry now for Miller. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Miller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Alert. Rocket. Fire.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. White looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Bro, get your...
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Hey, Delta.
54's Mike. Check. Watch the
White, 89.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Flush to his right. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd down, here's Washington. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And give him a gain of 37.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points in. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is call.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really isn't.
Whoa, heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. Watkins, the intended receiver.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Lamar Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Hey, wahoo!
Play fake. Rivers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught at the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Rivers. It's Kelsey on the ground.
Oh, my God.
To the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Rivers. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Wow.
Not that time for Watkins.
90, go. Watch the screen. Go.
Now White with a first down throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And
there we go. Get it right back.
This half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 46-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
What?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack.
Oh, blocking!
And down he goes, back at the 4-yard line.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 3rd down, Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And
yes,
he
sir.
will get there.
Yes, sir.
They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
380! Alpha! Switch it. Orange fast ball. 180.
Watch the whip. Check.
Hey, go orange. Orange. Load it. Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Load it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he takes us into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave a great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Set, green 80, black 15, run 80.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
You can't stop me.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
54, Mike, 54.
Left.
Rivers now. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing Rivers. That is caught at the 7. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Butker now to add the extra point.
Oh, my God.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
All right. Okay.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 1st and 10, White.
Give me that shit, too.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Oh, my God, I was late.
Escape, and
And he was
down. The sack by Jordan Willis.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's White. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
You better bring it. You better bring it.
Out of the gun, it's White. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
I don't know. I'm about to ask him.
Marr now to kick this one away. This will be taken short.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
They're on 35-yard line.
She's not home.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Great start to the 2nd quarter. Better than 30 yards. On 1st and 10, Rivers.
Oh, you lucky.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Avery Williamson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Rivers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. On 1st and 10, White. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he'll power his way up near the 25.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. White. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
X3, 218, chop, shoot.
White. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
What?
Now let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Down, 10-2 stop. Check.
White now, throwing again, and he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Now White.
Give me that.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And to give this time to the tailback. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game.
And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be caught by Richardson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. White looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On the delay, it's Balaj. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
53, check 53. Check 7.
At the 21-yard line.
Now White going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Holding.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
To throw, White.
Really? Crowder?
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as they are able to cut into that lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's White. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way now. It's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.